In the television studio shows Phil Hartman and Denitra Vance sitting in chairs. Hartman: Hello, I'm Hill Fartman, and welcome to another installment of SNL's Crazy Critics, where one of our 6 critics critiques the last SNL episode. Joining us this week is Shantae Van Dam, an urban rights major at Tijuana Community College, located in Portland, Maine. Welcome, Shantae. Vance: Shantae, be happy to be here. But why am I the critic this week? Is it because I'm black? Hartman: You betcha. Anyway, what did you think of the cold open? Vance: Mikey B doing a great Merrick impression, like a nerd and shit. And it was funny seeing the 3 FBI agents talk about how they experiences looking for classified documents. And I'm happy they mentioned Memphis. Hartman: Home of the ancient Greeks. Very good. And how about Michael B. Jordan's monologue? Vance: Well, at first I thought the host was going to be the Michael Jordan. That's why I'm wearing all my Bulls bling. But this Michael is also good. Says I wish they showed a flashback of him in The Wire as Wallace, though, instead of the soap opera shit. And I didn't like the white women hitting on him, Chloe and Heidi. But I did like Ego and especially my favorite cast member, Punky. Get some airtime trying to get in Michael B's dick. Hartman: Well, if you don't like white women going after Jordan, this may have been a rough episode for you. What did you think of the first sketch after the monologue with the roller coaster faces? Vance: Well, I love Sarah Sherman for a white girl, and it be looking like she stretched her face out to be taking some dick. These damn white girls, I'm telling you. Punky can't act like she got resting blowjob face. Hartman: It was from a roller coaster. Vance: Giving head to a black guy can be a bit of a roller coaster. Or so I remember from my teenage days before I decided to stick to women. You don't need to stretch out your mouth as much with them. Hartman: Moving on, what did you think of the Southwest airline commercial parody? Vance: It was very funny, but I was one of the suckers who got my bags all mixed up in my airport, so it brought back some bad memories. Can you believe that? Southwest treating a black woman like that? Hartman: It happened to a lot of people, regardless of race or gender. Vance: It was racist airline policy, as usual. Hartman: Okay, what did you think of the next sketch, Towel Guys? Vance: Now I love this sketch. The black Ariel joke had me laughing. And it was some good to see some people of color have some fun with some nerdy white people. But why are the Towel Guys not running the resort? Hartman: You'd rather have the Towel Guys run the resort? Vance: Exactly. Or be the makers of swans and concierge like they want and all that. People of color always getting screwed on this program. Hartman: Well, in that case, I'm sure you like the next video with Jake from State Farm. Vance: Yes, I did. Now, if only Heidi were a black girl, it would have been perfect. But it was very satisfying to see a black man take a white man's family. Now, that's a good neighbor. Hartman: What did you think of the Street Fighter voiceover sketch? Vance: Well, I'm not really familiar with video games and all that shit, but why were the fighters both white? Hartman: One was black, the other was Asian. Vance: No, not the voiceover guys, with Bowen being very funny with his dainty sound effects, but the 2 video game characters behind them. Either way, seeing Michael B. and Bowen beat up a white man at the end was worth seeing, despite the lack of video game character diversity. Hartman: What did you think of Little Baby's musical performance of California Breeze? Vance: I thought that Little Baby was off the chain. He did a great job. I was happy to see him perform, even though I couldn't understand what the hell he's saying. Hartman: What did you think of Weekend Update? Vance: Saying Ye want to be like Hitler and Jesus might have been the funniest moment of the night. Other than comparing Taylor Swift's fans to insurrectionists, It was very funny. And I love Keenan as Michael's doorman, called him out for wearing jeans, and Philip Seymour Hoffman as Joe King comes out and says, "Now excuse me, Shantae, I did want to pontificate on Heidi's character, every girlfriend from every boxing movie ever." Hartman, "You're the producer, go ahead." Hoffman, "Well, of course, Heidi did a wonderful job, as she always does. Have you seen her cleavage in the Shrinking preview, by the way? Holy shit. Anyway, but I have a bone to pick with the writing, as Heidi's boxing boyfriend was named Tommy. My alter ego, of course, is named Tom Murphy, so having Heidi's character be with a boxer so named was a secret message to me. And that's fine, except she ended up leaving Tommy for Creed. Shots fired, SNL. Shots fired." As Hoffman leaves, Hartman says, "Okay, anyway, Shantae, what did you think of the next sketch, Male Confidence Seminar?" Vance, "Well, I love Michael B. showing up a stuck-up white man with a big forehead. That got a big laugh from me." Hartman, "That seems to be a theme with you. Anyway, what did you think of the next sketch, Bachelorette Party?" Vance, "Well, I love seeing Michael B. be a stripper and a black girl feeling herself, about to get married. But damn, the brother's got to have a white wife. I think Heidi ended up boning Jordan like half the sketches. But I was happy to see all the girls out there feeling themselves." Hartman, "You're setting race relations back decades with your lack of acceptance of interracial relations. Anyway, after Little Baby's second performance, what did you think of the Toyota commercial?" Vance, "Not enough racial diversity. Next." Hartman, "Okay, and finally, mercifully, the last sketch of the episode." Vance, "Michael B. falling down all over the place. That was some good shit. And who cares if Andrew be seeing him? But you know what? Michael didn't really fall the whole show. He did a fantastic job. And Dead from the Earth, we're not alive. It's Saturday Not Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Adam Schlesinger, and your host, Norm MacDonald. Everybody, Norm MacDonald. Applause, applause, applause. MacDonald. Hey there, I'm happy to be here. They're running out of dead people who are willing to host. So even though I'm part of the cast, here I am. Anyway, so I'm dead now. And being dead is a lot like being alive, except only psychopaths who don't take their meds can hear you. But at least I'm cancer-free now, But the spirit of my cancer's around here somewhere, always gloating that he killed me. But I tell the bastard that I killed him too, by dying. So really, in my battle with cancer, it was a draw. So if you know anyone dying of cancer, you can make them feel better, by telling them that they can't lose the battle with cancer. At worst, it will be a draw. So that's good. Goddamn cancer. Anyway, there's some people up here who don't like being dead. We're always threatening to reincarnate, Part of that sounds great, But you don't get to choose who you reincarnate into. And what if I came back as a lady, If I came back as a straight lady, then I'd be the spirit of Norm MacDonald, who would then be gay. Because I'd want cock inside of me, And no offense to gays, but I'm not ready for all that. But I did like to use to gamble when I was alive, you know. And reincarnation is the ultimate gamble. I could end up royalty. Or I could end up as some street urchin in Bangladesh. You know? Just some homeless kid in Bangladesh. Finger painting with my own shit or something like that, you know? You just never know. But I can still bet on football up here. So for now, I'm going to wait to reincarnate. Anyway, we have a great show tonight. Adam Schlesinger is here. So it must be summer. We'll be right back.